Hey everybody, how's it going? Wild and time for a haircut. That's not what this video is about. This video is about, I really don't know where to begin. Like, you try to look on Google for things and it's just like, yeah, there's so much overwhelming amount of information that, yeah, it just makes it kind of hard to filter through and figure out what you need and what you don't need. So as some of you know, I'm not all that good with computers. Oh, the tree's falling. I'm not all that good with computers, so, which, really doesn't make sense, because, oh, you're a millennial. Well, I just never got good at them. Yeah, I can use Microsoft Word 2003 okay, but after that, I get pretty well lost. I was wondering, what kind of education would I need for a stay-at-home job? Of course, meaning it would have to be on a computer. What kind of education would I need for a stay-at-home job involving a computer that pays, let's say, $25 an hour? I feel like that's a stretch. It's not practical at this time for me to be taking any major long-term college classes, but if there's something I'd be able to do in like 3 or 4 months time, remote, of course, then I could probably pull that off, spend, up to, say, $3,000 on the course or whatever. I don't know if Penn Foster offers anything. I haven't looked. Because the idea that I've got is if I can work from home using internet, then there are ways to have internet in a travel trailer, and I figure $25 an hour might be enough to where I could afford the on-the-road lifestyle. So, at least if, I don't go and do any major touristy things, then I can, spend, like, say, 3 weeks in one state, work on the computer during the week, and then, like, at night, go out to a couple local things, and on the weekends, go maybe do a little bit of touristy shit, or just drive around and check the area out. Because I know I don't have a future here in New Hampshire. At least not without my ex-girlfriend. Sure, our family's here, but they all drive me nuts, and I just need a change of scenery. But someone like my ex could have made it bearable. However, I don't foresee that happening ever again. So it's time to think about moving on, and I'm working in retail, and the pay's not too bad, but it's not enough to live on my own either. So Um, Another thing too is like, I'm sure someone out there has gotten to this point in the video and thought, well, maybe if you didn't have so many cars, yeah, that's another thing I want to change too. I'd like to get rid of, well, I need to get rid of the Explorer and the Fusion if I can't get that straightened out in short enough time. Oh. I need to cut my losses on that and get rid of that too, which it's really too bad because I like that car, but needs rocket panels, and so far the two estimates I've gotten have been, one said at least 1,000 and then the other said 2,000, which I'm not spending that kind of money on it. Not 2,000 anyway. I think $1,200 is the max I'm gonna spend on the rockers. After that, no. Suburban, I know someone that's interested in buying it. I may just, well, I'm gonna try doing a little side gig first, and if that doesn't pan out, then I'll just tell him, hey, make me an offer. If he gives me close to what I paid for it, I'll let it go. I mean, I like it, but it's a little tired too. And I certainly don't want to be trying to travel around the country with that. I think of everything I've got now, Crown Vic's a given for keeping. I would want to keep the Ranger too. You just put it in a storage unit and pull the battery, and I'm sure it wouldn't be too happy when I go to use it again, but you know, tough shit. Yeah, I'd like to get a say half-ton, three-quarter-ton pickup, and get like a travel trailer off Craigslist that's, you know, super cheap or free because it's not in perfect condition. Fix it up a little and stay in that. But we'll see. That's the idea I've got rolling around in my head now anyway, because things need to change. I'm just tired of not being happy, so I gotta do something. Just thinking outside the box, I guess. But anyway, yeah, if anyone has any tips or any suggestions, I'd be interested in knowing a little more. Another thing I'd like to do too is I'm kind of interested in cryptocurrency, but I would like to, if I do that, rent like some office space and maybe go halves on it with a friend, and they have their units set up and I have my unit set up, and like I would pay the electric bill just so that I have, you know, their half of the electric bill would be like, you know, it'd be worth it for me, for them to just like go and update shit once in a while I'm not there, because I'll be out on the road. Just passive income. I mean, this whole investing in cars thing to flip them has not worked out. I mean, you know, I guess the money that I've spent on buying them and fixing them, if I just saved that money and spent it on something that was a good deal, that was worth more, then that would have been the better way to make the money. But I'm just so damn cheap that, like, to me the Suburban's only worth $1,500, for example. That's all I should have paid for it, but instead I paid double because of what the market is. You know, things like that. And ultimately, it's bit me in the ass, and here we are. So, yeah. Anyway, enough rambling. Anyone, like I said, that has any tips, pointers, or anything, I'd greatly appreciate your input. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.